Hola, bienvenidos.
Welcome to Bustling Chichi.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors.
Over our years of travel, we've come to learn that one of the best ways to experience a country and its culture is through its markets.
So today we are heading to Chichicastenango, which is one of the largest outdoor markets in Latin America.
We can't wait to show you around, but before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
Chichicastenango, nicknamed Chichi, is a Maya town located in Guatemala's western highlands, and it's been a main trading center for hundreds of years, with different Maya groups coming from far and wide. On Thursdays and Sundays, their main market days to trade their goods.
From Panajachel on Lake Atitlan, it's about a 40-kilometer journey north to the market. You can book yourself a tourist shuttle or do what we're gonna do like the locals and hop on a chicken bus.
So you're probably wondering, what is a chicken bus? Well, it's actually a recycled school bus from the USA that's been repainted and transformed into local transport. It's the most affordable way to get around and, dare I say, most stylish.
They earned this nickname because locals bring everything on them, including, you guessed it, chickens. We're gonna have to change transport 3 times to get there, but from what I've read, it shouldn't be too difficult.
We are up here at the top of Calle Santander, the main road that runs through Pana. Supposedly the bus stop is right over here in front of Pollo Campero. It is so loud right now, all the tuk-tuks and the motorcycles going. The town has definitely just woken up, but we're gonna head over there and listen for Solola, because that is gonna be our first destination today, so come with us. Look at this, we're on the chicken bus. It feels like, you know, the days we were back in school.
Oh, for sure. I'm waiting to go to Miss Pagel's 3rd grade class.
I love it though. There's not many people on here, so we're gonna take this to Solola, and then the police officer, he said, then we get off and we take a bus to Encuentros, or you can get a bus that can go directly to Chichi. It just depends, I guess, upon which bus shows up. So we have made it to Solola. This is the last stop. Everyone's getting off, so that's when you know when you should get off. It took about 20 minutes and cost 5 quetzales. Now we're gonna head across the street, probably just, gracias, one day, probably just follow everyone and go find our next bus. It's gonna be this one right here. Okay, so this guy here said this bus is for Encuentros, and then we changed to go to Chichi.
Wow, that was a quick jump on, jump off, jump back on.
And you're like the cool kid in the back of the bus.
That's right. Don't you remember sitting in the back, you get the biggest bumps, and when you hit them, you're like, whoa!
So these buses stop quite a bit to pick people up along the way. They're loading some stuff on top to take to the market, and this guy just got on with a box of chickens.
So this is officially a chicken bus.
Love it. Alright, well, we have made it to Encuentros, and now we are heading to Chichi. Took about, I think, 30 minutes and cost 3.5 quetzales each. Everyone is running. I don't know, this guy just, okay, we're going. Alright. Okay.
Just ran my bag right over here.
That was absolutely wild, but we are on the bus right now, and as you can see, it is quite packed. People are trying to find a spot to sit. We are on our way, so we just have a little bit longer and then we'll be at the market. We'll see you there.
Yeah, jamming to the 80s in there.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, that was like a very unique experience.
I love it. I feel like I've already had a full day. That was an activity in itself.
Oh, for sure. And like I said, it wasn't hard to get here, but it was definitely quick going from like bus to bus to bus.
Yeah, they saw that. So that last ride, it took about 40 minutes and cost 5 quetzales. So it was about an hour and a half total, which I don't think, like we said, it's much longer than if you were to take the shuttle. And I mean, you saw what we got to see. Like, it was just
It was
quite an
so,
experience.
It was. I was sitting next to this wonderful man named Juan Carlos who was telling me how great the vegetables were in Guatemala. And he was so glad that we loved his country. It was so nice chatting with him.
And on the last bus, they had a TV and we were watching Guatemalan ladies like dancing.
Doing like the little two-step, and then they kicked into the 80s.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was like 80s videos with movies and stuff, and then just jamming out.
Yeah, but we are now here in Chichi, and we cannot wait to go explore this market. I don't know if we're gonna do it on our own or maybe with a guide.
Well, that'd be nice.
But we shall see. All right, let's go. So right here, you'll see the shuttle. So when you're in Encuentros, if you don't get on a chicken bus, you can grab one of these shuttles and they'll bring you here as well.
And just as you get off the bus, there is a public restroom, which I recommend using before you head into the market, and definitely go before you leave on the journey here, because it is a bumpy one and that little bladder is gonna be in some pain. Well, it looks like the entrance to the market is right here, so let's head in and see what delicious delights we can find. We're just a couple steps in. It's already so colorful, beautiful clothing, fruit, anything you want. I think this market is the place to come and pick it up. Wow, it seems like wherever you turn, there's just more beautiful handmade crafts. Like these are the huipiles, I believe they're called. It's the traditional clothes that the women wear here. They are so intricate. Some of them take a month or more to make, and the price is actually more than I had expected. Some are $600, even up into the thousands because of the amount of work and the hand stitching that goes into it. It's really impressive.
Like this one right here, look how ornate it is. You have to remember it's all done by hand. We just asked what the whole outfit would be with the huipil and the corte, and she said 3,800, which is around $500. You know, here in Guatemala, you can tell where the women are from based on the designs of their outfits, which is just so unique. I mean, this is very impressive. So take the time to really get to know the textiles and their clothing while you're here. They even have one with Elsa on it right here.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I think that's Santo Tomas.
So do I. This is like right in the center of the market. They're selling flowers in front. This is sort of like the heart where everyone is. It's just surrounded by so many beautiful things. It was built in 1540 by the Spanish on top of a Mayan temple. Nowadays it's used for both Catholic and Mayan ceremonies, and it is a very holy place, so show respect when you are here.
And right here next to the church, I noticed this guy had a bunch of wood in front of him. You know, he was sanding it up and it looked like legs for a table, honestly, but I asked him what it was and he said they were pieces that you use to make those traditional tops, those huipiles, which I thought was really unique. So yeah, just very interesting. A few steps away from the church, you will find this vendor here. His name is Diego, and I just talked to him about these beautiful wooden masks here. I asked him if they were more like decoration or used in ceremonies, and he said a lot of them are for decoration, but 4 of them are used in ceremony, and that's going to be the monkey, the jaguar, the deer, and the bull back here. If we were going home and we had room in our suitcase, I would definitely grab a couple of these. I think they make a beautiful souvenir from Guatemala, so definitely stop by and say hi to Diego when you're here.
I'm getting hungry, and there's a cacahuate man right here.
Chichicastenango.
From Chichicastenango. Oh, look at those. He even peeled it for me. How can you go wrong?
Son locales.
Oh, ¿cuánto cuesta por una bolsa?
20.
20.
Quetzales, no dólares.
Yeah.
Oh,
This guy's funny. I like him.
Yeah, no, I know. No. We
Una
know.
bolsa gratis,
Sí, pero es caro.
pero muy rico.
Sí, pero...
muy bueno.
Sí, muy bueno. ¿Tienes el más barato precio?
18.
18. How about 15? Okay, we're down to 15. It's probably maybe a little too much, but you know what? Let us take photos, and I want these peanuts.
I'm guessing those probably should have been like 5 or even
4,
less.
or even less. I mean, that was more than our whole bus ride here. You know what? I'm in a great mood, and I'm just having a good time. So you know what? I overpaid for my cacahuates. It's okay.
You'll enjoy every last one.
Oh, I will. And it looks like we found the carniceria, or the butcher area. Seems like this is where the locals come down to get those nice cuts of meat. You can actually hear the guy chopping in the back here. If I had a kitchen, I'd be coming over here to pick up some of these delicious looking ribs.
And look who else likes the butcher.
Of course he does.
the dogs.
You'll also notice they have a ton of leather goods around, like belts, hats, bags. So if you're in the market, definitely come down here and pick something up.
We are in the market.
Well, I know we're in the market. I mean, if they're in the market.
And it's definitely a place where you can negotiate. You know, you want to be respectful while you're negotiating, like don't go too low, but you know, we're listening around and everything we're hearing say they start at 80 and then they'll end up at like 30.
Which is why my peanuts for 20 that I got for 15 probably should have been like 5.
Yeah, lower. It's okay though.
It is, absolutely, and it's part of the fun. Not everybody's comfortable in negotiating, but you know what? It's how they work here.
Yeah.
If you're okay with paying more, don't negotiate. If you have a price in mind, just tell them the price you want to pay. If they say no, move on. That's where the power comes from, is walking away.
Yeah, respectfully.
Of course. ¿Cuánto cuesta por un gran bolsa? Gracias. He says 10, which means it's probably supposed to be 5. That guy got me.
And you know, it's not just artisan goods. You can come down here and also get stuff like sweatpants, socks, and underwear. Like we said, they have it all. And it is such a maze back here.
And it's like this assault on your senses. There are all these different smells and sounds and colors everywhere. Remember, Thursday and Sunday are the big days here, but this is here every single day of the week. So you come here on a Wednesday or a Monday and, you know, have a little slower experience.
Yeah, it looks like on the right here is the food market. So why don't we head in and try to get some. We just sat down. Behind me here, there's a little vegetable market. And then over here, there's some women making handmade tortillas. And Adam saw something that he has been dying to try ever since we got here.
I know you've heard of KFC, but have you heard of GFC? That's right, Guatemalan fried chicken. It is super popular here all over the country. They do it so well. It just sits in this giant pot of oil frying up. Oh man, it's so hot, it's burning my fingers. I'm gonna jump into this.
Yeah, we see this literally everywhere. Places selling fried chicken. How is it? How's it compare?
It is so crispy. There's not that like hard outside on it that you get where they put a lot of breading. It's just kind of fried, and the chicken is so tender and moist inside. Man,
and what else did it come
with? It came with some vegetables, rice, papas fritas, and handmade tortillas that they were just hand making right over there.
Love it.
And just 1 block away is the poultry market. It's live poultry. There are chickens, ducks, all kinds of birds out here. You can buy eggs, feed, cages. They're about 200 for one turkey or chicken.
I think just the chicken. The turkeys are probably more.
You know what? Turkey sandwiches do taste better than chicken sandwiches. And it looks like they're packing up right now. It's about 12 o'clock, so it must be an earlier activity to come down and pick up your poultry. You know what they say, the early bird gets the chicken.
We kind of just stumbled upon this place by accident. We walked into it, it said municipal market, so we were curious. Look what it is. I think if you're looking for your vegetables, this is the place to come. What I think is really unique, besides just like the color, I mean, we've just been looking down here kind of in awe by what's going on, is that when this leaves, it's their basketball court. You can see over here, you got the basketball net and then the scoreboard up there, visitor and the local team, which is just, yeah, another unique thing. You got to keep those peepers peeping, because if we didn't, we wouldn't have seen this. Oh my gosh, and it happened again. These beautiful ladies down here, they wanted to get a photo with me.
I know, I would love getting photos with Heidi too, so I totally understand.
But it's just like, I don't know, you can see I cannot stop smiling. They're just so sweet and welcoming. And walking through this, I wish you could smell what we're smelling. Everything is so fresh and the colors are so vibrant. We were just talking about how back home, you know, you go to the supermarket and everything looks the same, and like the tomatoes, sometimes they don't taste that good unless you go to like a farmer's market or something like that. Here, oh my gosh, like you buy your produce from here and you're gonna take one bite of it and just be blown away. This is how everything used to be grown back home, and I can definitely say that we're quite jealous walking through here.
As much as we're enjoying this, we better get back out there and see what other fun stuff we can find.
There you are. I thought I
Getting a
lost
little busy
you.
in here. I feel like as the day goes on, it does get much busier. So if you come earlier in the morning, you're gonna have a little more elbow room to move around. Let's keep going.
Looks like even the dogs are lost.
Mm-hmm. I can understand why. This is a maze.
Amazing.
Amazing, you're right.
You saw earlier Adam got some fried chicken. Well, it's my turn to eat, and as we've been walking around quite a little bit, I am a bit famished here. So we stopped at this place. When you're walking around, you're gonna see all these little stands with these big pots, and they're covered, so it's kind of like a mystery. What's in there? Well, I heard that caldo de res was something that we had to try. It actually translates to beef broth. You can see in here there's a big chunk of beef, as well as some vegetables like carrots, corn, and I'm not sure what this is. Maybe some pumpkin.
Squash?
Yeah, squash. And then of course it comes with those beautiful tortillas and a drink, all for 30 quetzales. Let's jump into this. Yum. It's so good. It tastes like a dish that would just like heal you, you know, when you're sick, like chicken noodle soup or something like that. Absolutely love it. What I love is you can taste, like I always say this, the homemade food, you can absolutely taste the love. And what's really funny is all the ladies are watching us record this right now, and they're kind of all just standing back there smiling, watching me eat it. It's so cute. It is delicious. Muchas gracias. We just finished up that delicious meal, and let me just say I could take a nap, and I think we were in a place for it as we just walked a couple blocks and found the Maya Inn. There's this really beautiful garden here with some nice flowers, and we just talked to the staff a bit and they seemed really friendly.
Absolutely.
But while we're here, we would love to give a shout out to our newest patrons.
Lindsay, Mackenzie, Rob.
Aaron, John, and Raquel. Thank you so much for everything.
This market day today is for you. We are so grateful that you are part of our family and that you're here with us on these adventures, because you make them that much better for us.
Yes, thank you so much. And if you would like to become a part of our Patreon community, we'll put the link in the description below. Well, all right, we have one more spot to take you to today, and it is just down the hill, so come along.
On the western edge of the city, you will find one of the most colorful and unique cemeteries that we've ever seen. Let's go take a wander around together and check it out.
Upon entering, you're gonna see these great big mausoleums. It's so peaceful here.
And besides the mausoleums, it seems they also have more simple individual graves as well as just dirt ones. I'm guessing this is a lot like at home, where the more money you have, the bigger your gravestone or the better your plot is, whereas here, they just sort of are all intermingled, and then they run all the way down the hillside here, and it looks like it goes back pretty far. This has been here for almost 150 years, so you're going to see generations of graves. This one right here is particularly beautiful. It has the Virgin de Guadalupe at the bottom, and at the top is a jaguar.
And when you're here, you might see some fires burning, smell some copal, you know, see the incense going. That could be a shaman, a Mayan healer who is doing a traditional Maya ceremony.
We just actually saw one going on. They ask you not to take photos or videos because it is a question of respect, but it really was very deep. You could hear from the power of his words that what he was saying, you know, goes back so long, and it just is so important to the people here.
Yeah, well, I think we are gonna just continue out of here a little bit and head back to the market area, so we'll see you over there. And I know I said we'd see you back in the market, but I had to show you this right here. Look what is even at the cemetery. The ice cream man, he's everywhere here in Guatemala. And we just realized where we showed you all that poultry from earlier, if you continue down this road, it'll take you to the cemetery. We went around, so we kind of got like...
I think this guy's stalking us. It's the ice cream man again.
It's everywhere, we can't escape it. But as I was saying, we went around, so we didn't realize that. But now that we were just walking up, we were like, oh, it makes sense. So if you see this, you can just keep heading down and get to the cemetery. It is quite steep, but they do have tuk-tuks here. If you can't walk it, you can always take one of those.
Well, I guess that's the market day for us.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for spending time with us here.
It really was an experience. I mean, this place is huge, and we could have wandered around for hours more.
And that's what we were talking about. If you're looking for that experience and you want to learn more about the culture, we recommend coming here. But if you're just searching for souvenirs, you can find those back in Pana.
Yeah, and if you're looking for like a medium adventure, take a shuttle here, walk around, pick some stuff up, enjoy some negotiations, and then head back to town in your shuttle.
I really loved how we did it. The chicken bus was so much fun for me.
It's one of those like special experiences that really makes you feel like you're in Guatemala.
Yeah, so now I think we're gonna head back to where the shuttles are gonna take us back to Encuentros and then get a bus to Solola. So we're doing, you know, the trip here just in reverse.
In reverse.
And when you're here, you know, I think if we did it again, we would probably get a guide.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and it just happened this time that we didn't bump into one,
Yeah.
but I think if we had looked harder, we probably could have found one.
Yeah, so they can just, you know, show you around a bit more, show you, yeah, just a bit more about
you
the
some
culture and what's going on.
explanations.
So yeah, but thank you again so much for being here with us.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share it with, so thank you so much for that.
And thank you to everybody who lives here in Chichi for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much for being so kind and smiling, taking photos with us and sharing that
Yeah.
delicious comida.
Aw, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe,
Comment.
and don't forget
Ling,
to...
ling, 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 the bell.
We'll see you
Next time.
Adios.